Good morning. Steve Thompson and Randy Mercer, Thompson Family Motors. And of course, all the background noise as usual out here. Today we got something super special. I like that word, special. 2008 Mercury Grand Marquis. And you just, I mean, it's really hard to find these. What's this got, Randy?
45,200 miles.
45,200 miles on this thing. It is a two-owner car, and I suspect it was probably within the same family after looking at the Carfax. That happens a lot. But anyway, the car is absolutely beautiful. And to find a low mileage one, because they did quit these cars in 2011. This is a Panther platform, which is the same chassis, engine as the old rear-wheel drive town cars, Crown Victoria police cars, all that. But these were just some of them, in my opinion, some of the most dependable, absolutely best riding cars ever, and with good fuel mileage. And people always say, ah, it's a big gas hog. These are not gas hogs. The way these things are geared, the average on the highway, and I have driven these things forever, anywhere from, depending on how fast you're driving, quite honestly, the momentum of the car and the way they're geared, let's say 75 mile an hour, it is nothing to average 26, 27 mile a gallon on these things, depending on your tires, weather conditions. This thing does have a set of Michelins on it. We're going to suspect those are the second set. Randy brought it home yesterday, absolutely flawless. Brakes, everything's perfect. Nope, I made a mistake. We got a tire pressure monitor. Yes, we've got to get fixed, right?
Fixed, yeah.
And what we'll do on that, since we just got this yesterday, we don't fool around. We're going to have all 4 tire pressure monitors replaced, because they do have a battery in them, and it's just time for them to go bad. Anyway, interior is absolutely no cigarette burns, anything such as that. Beautiful. There's no wear on the, of course this is cloth interior, as you can see. There is not a speck of rust anywhere on this car. Smells absolutely beautiful inside. And I sound a little excited because it has been, how long, Randy? It's probably been a year since we had about a year since we had a low mileage one. And
if we've had any in this nice a shape.
right, yeah. Trunk area clean. Of course, it does have the space saver tire. Even got a little set of gloves in there for changing the tire. Can you see that?
Yeah. Seen that,
little
yes.
pair of gloves. Only ones I've ever seen that is people who, heck, I'm getting old. Is older folks and highway patrolmen. Every highway patrolman's got a pair of gloves in their trunk for helping people change tires.
Yeah.
But it's got the Grand Marquis mud flaps, which has been great. I'm going to suspect those were probably put on when it was new. Here's then, of course, you got the 4.6. Can't tell you how old the battery is, but I did check it last night. It's in great shape. Load test checked out good on it. We did not clean this engine, and when Randy does them, we hardly ever spray down. In fact, you never spray down one of these because of the coils, right?
The coils, yeah.
Yeah, we never spray one of these down. It just, this is the way we got it. In fact, the guy we bought it from, literally, it came out of an estate. If you look, the coolant is very clean. I'm going to say that they've had that flushed. I can't guarantee that. The Carfax is perfect on it. And I get excited about these things because these are great cars, just absolutely great cars, and so hard to find. This is a GS model. It does have the, I think it's called driver convenience package. I can't remember for sure. But you have the keyless entry, lumbar seats, automatic headlights. It does have the CD player. Now we can go over that. I'll tell you what. We'll just move on. I think we're ready for road test. Then when we get back after that, lock this up since it's not 9:03 yet, so Amy's not here. We'll have to lock up the building. Yeah, I'm gonna get told about that. Very nice car. And I could pause this video, but somehow that always causes me problems. And it does have, oh, part of that driver convenience is it's got the driving lights. And this was, well, they're all good years for these cars, but this was absolutely an excellent year for it. Oh wow, this seat don't even feel like it's not even tried to be broke down yet.
Yeah, this thing.
And it is reclining. That one over there is power.
Yep.
Passenger side is manual.
Ice cold air conditioning.
Yeah. And as I always point out, I've always got to point out CD players.
Yeah, because you don't see a lot of them anymore.
And you know, the other thing with these cars, they're not overcomplicated. When you get in, a lot of the new cars, you get in and you've got this whole world of just electronics, and it is overwhelming sometimes. We showed a vehicle to some friends of ours the other day, a later model Lincoln, and they were like terrified of the car right away because just trying to operate it. This is real simple. You start the engine, put it in gear, you got cruise control, you got a button to turn your radio up and down. It's just good old the way we like them.
Yep, they made them like this for the elderly people. They don't have to mess with Bluetooth.
Yep.
None of that.
Yep, it's just absolutely perfect.
Yeah, this is a nice running, nice driving car.
And that's the other thing too. You can always tell when somebody's really appreciated the car. I mean, it's just
this has been well maintained,
and it doesn't have some Chinese tires on it. They put Michelin's on it.
It's been sitting in a garage, there's no doubt. It's never set outside.
No, it is.
Everything about it, the headlights, the paint, everything is just flawless on it. Usually headlights, you can tell when they've been out in the sun, sitting in the sun a lot, they'll be dull, and this thing is just immaculate.
Yeah, and I can't emphasize enough. Well, we've been in business over 20 years, but I ran a garage for, my God, forever. 20 some years. And these cars really are, they're just trouble-free. Now you get up 200,000 miles, 175 to 200,000 miles. About the most I've ever had a problem with on one of these things is you'll get a little shudder in the transmission as that transmission, you know, clutches and stuff. And you can go to your local parts house and get shutter control and put in it, and you can drive another 100,000 miles. Yeah. It's just amazing.
But this one absolutely has no shutter problems.
No, not at all.
This thing just runs and drives great.
Guess I could turn down that radio. Apparently I'm having hearing loss along with everything else. Brain cell loss. Hearing loss. No, just awesome car. Absolutely awesome. You haven't heard me get too excited about a car in a while.
No.
Yeah, I was so happy when Randy called me and sent me some pictures and said, look at this car I found. We're very fortunate to get this thing. So anyway, if you want, and let's face it folks, prices of cars still are just going up, just constantly. And
these ones you can't find anymore.
You just can't find them.
Especially this shape. Like
There's old Troy. No, it is. It's just super, super nice. And when we get, and they will run.
Yeah.
In fact is, I don't think I normally tell people this, but the Crown Vic police car, like I say, this is the same platform, same engine, everything. The engine on a Crown Vic police car is the same exact engine, and those things are workhorses. The only difference in a 4.6 in a P71 Crown Vic police car is it's got an oil cooler, a heavy duty oil cooler, and it's just the PCM programmed. That's really the only difference. It's the same engine. Transmission, virtually the same. It's programmed different, you know, for harder shift points and things like that. I mean, there are some stuff on the body and stuff, but yeah, these cars are they just last forever. Absolutely forever. And as soon as we pull in, I'm going to do a quick, because I don't know that I'm going to keep this under 10 minutes, because I forgot to put my glasses on. Where's the time? Yeah, we're at 11 minutes. Oh well, it's worth it. The car's worth it. I'll get underneath of it, slide up under there, and try to take some pictures underneath quick. But if you're looking for one, and you've been looking for one, yes, we're in business to sell cars. But I will tell you, you cannot go wrong with this one at all, or pretty much any other one you find. But this thing has just extremely been well maintained. You can just tell everything about it. There's just super nice. I'm going to borrow this thing, lay down here on the ground quick. And nitrogen filled tires. Did you notice the green caps?
Green cap,
And if you don't know about nitrogen tires, you don't have air loss unless you got a leak somewhere. Okay. And this is the first time, honestly, I have looked underneath this car. And it is absolutely beautiful. Not one, there's no even no dampness from oil, which these motors actually are known not to have oil leaks, unless it is a police model, and those things were notorious for the oil cooler leaking on them. The hoses going to it. That looks absolutely beautiful. That gravel kind of hurts. And there's the exhaust. Still looks all brand new. Factory original exhaust. Of course, you got rack and pinion steering, which is nice because the older Grand Marquis prior to 03, you had the gearbox. They drove great, but you get out on the highway, a little side winds, you may have to fight the wheel a little bit. These rack and pinions, you don't. Anyhow, I think that's going to pretty much cover it. If you're interested in this car or any of our others, we're actually got the 70s show going on across here. Nobody can tell that we've even got the 72 Chrysler, we got the 2 Ford LTDs, the 87 Crown Vic, and quite honestly, we're getting in that time of year. We've got everything priced on our website at thompsonfamilymotors.com. Normally I will not negotiate on our old cars. We put too much in them to make sure that they're going to be trouble-free for the next caretaker. But if you're reasonable and want one of our cars, call us up, make us a reasonable offer, you may buy the car. Anyway, have a wonderful, beautiful day. Everyone stay safe out there. ThompsonFamilyMotors.com, or our direct line is 740-685-0322. Miss Kitty. And there is our guard dog down here, and I think she loves these cars as much as we do, don't she, Randy? She's got to inspect every one of them. All right, this is Steve Thompson, Randy Mercer, and Amy made it right in at 9:03, so we're all good.